fundamentally, I think we need the three lakshanas. You know, I think we need to really see impermanence, which is hidden from us a lot of the time, particularly in our culture where we have the kind of life that looks like we can set it up, you know, to win, to kind of win at life, that it won't be suffering, and particularly with all the. It's a bit ironical, really, because I trained as a counselling psychologist, but you know, I'm also a bit jaundiced sometimes about therapeutic approaches, and I do have some concern about the way that the movement can lean in that direction. I mean, in a way, it's inevitable that the kind of language that gets used and the well, we're affected by society, you know, and society, there's all these therapies and feel-good kind of things we can do for ourselves. And those things tell us that we should be able to be happy, and you can be happy by doing this and this, and it's all very easy. And it isn't easy. And the Buddha doesn't pretend it's easy. But the rewards are great. The rewards are everything. But, you know, you've got to kind of take it seriously. You can't just say, oh, yeah, everything's impermanent, but that's not going to affect me now, you know. Oh, yeah, but I know I'm not really a self, but actually, you know, I'll do all these things as if I am a self. Yeah, I think we just have to open our eyes more, and I think contemplating the Buddha's teachings, really knowing how to approach them, is the key. One of the practices that I've been doing for some years now is I learn things by heart. I think it does sort of drip in a particular way when you learn things by heart, and I really love doing that. You know, I can repeat things for a year and then suddenly see them in a completely different way, you know, as if I've never heard it before. So I find that really good. And reading text to my shrine, I do a lot of that as well. I think just letting the Dharma penetrate so that you really take it in. One thing I really love about the Pali Canon, about the Buddha's, you know, as close to the Buddha's words as we've got, is that all that repetitiveness that can be so frustrating and irritating is actually brilliant, because it keeps worming its way at you. You know, you can't ignore it if you just keep reading it. And so going through, it's a bit like meditation, you know, you go through barriers of, I don't want to be doing this, I want to go and do something else. And it's the same with reading the Pali Canon. You know, you don't want to read those same words again and again and again, and each verse keeps repeating itself, but actually it has a very big effect, I think, on our mind when we do that.